Hey, this is Mike Johnston again, and today I am at what used to be a water withdrawal for the fracking industry. I mean, it technically still is, it's just there is no fracking industry at the moment to speak of in central Pennsylvania. And it's part of an industrial park in Muncie, Pennsylvania. And many of the other businesses in the park are also Marcellus Shale related. Okay, and so much for that. Today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about sales and YouTube. Um, First off, I've become more fascinated than I was with YouTube simply because well, my little girl, she's 4.5, her name's Leviah. She has been really into YouTube videos, cartoons, and even especially videos that are made by just average, ordinary families. Essentially by kids who are the stars of the shows, who do like toy and game reviews and candy reviews and surprise egg openings and things like that. And in fact, the content is like kind of monotonous across multiple channels because everybody seems to be copying off everybody else. And that was all great. And then I started listening to some of the parents involved talking, some of the more successful ones that get upwards of 1 million, 2 million, 3 million views for every video they put up, and some of them put up a video every week, and some of them put up a video every day. So they're making a substantial amount of money. And to listen to the parents talk about it, they basically have retired, and all they do now is YouTube videos, and the kids will have enough money to be set for the rest of their lives and have anything they want. And they do shows from Hawaii, they do shows from, I think all of them have an in-ground swimming pool at this point. So they obviously are making enough money to be considered successful by just about any standard. And I thought, okay, well, Leviah is her nickname. I thought, you enjoy these things so much that I asked her if she wanted to have her own show, and she said yes. And so I created Vi's Toy and Game Reviews. That's her channel. If you want to go and subscribe, that would be awesome. And I think YouTube is offering a lot of opportunity right now for people who are industrious enough, and maybe there's some requirements in that you, I think, need the right personality, not necessarily even the right look, but just the right personality to be able to, and perseverance, to be able to find your audience, connect with your audience, and entertain your audience or inform your audience over time. And you like that shadow? I'm trying to keep that off me. That's the selfie stick on which my iPhone 6S is resting, and I'm doing this video. So these videos, my outdoor videos, I do with the iPhone 6S, and they actually turn out pretty good. And some of Vi's videos I do, but then some of hers I use a Nikon D3200 with shotgun mic, and that does a really, really nice job. But anyway, so we're exploring YouTube and seeing if Vi can become successful. And a really cool thing is that her content, I found out through doing a search, is available from the YouTube Kids app. And that's really cool because that's a specialized audience, and she's able to reach that audience. I don't know that she shows up on her own, but if you do a search and you have search enabled from within the app, then her show comes up, and that's just really cool because that's her intended audience, kids. And the other thing I wanted to talk to you quick about was sales. If you're a small business like me, and probably you are if you're watching this show, you probably have to do sales at some point. Maybe some of you don't. Some of you are so lucky in that you have the sort of business that people just form a line outside your door and walk in. I mean, people like to think I know restaurants are like that, but I also know they're not because I've worked with them enough to know that just because you have your sign out there doesn't mean that people will show up. And then I think you can go further on down until you reach a business like digital marketing, which is mine, and that is such a saturated market. And I'm sure if you're a business owner, you also get calls like every day, every other day from, we'd like to do your Google listing, which has been done for 10 years, but we don't even bother to look. So, we're obviously annoying you and we're hoping you're stupid. Um, you would think that market would run out eventually, the stupid business owner. I don't know. I still get those calls. Can we help with your online marketing? I'm in the business of online marketing. Oh, never mind. Click. And then the next day, I swear to God, the same people call me. Hey, can we help with your online marketing? And this goes on, like, it's been several years at least that this has been going on. And so I know everybody else has to put up with it too. And so this this business is saturated with people who would like to be experts, but who are not. Okay, that's the downside of it. You pay them an arm and a leg, and they do little or nothing, and possibly even damage to your website or your web presence. And then you have to pay someone who actually does know what they're doing to fix it. And so it comes down to what kind of sales are going to be effective in this business, and I'm sure that comes for a lot of people. Because obviously for me to do cold calling, not too good because people are too used to it, like I just said. Email, well, there's the canned spam laws, and then you have to, $16,000 fine per email if you violate canned spam seems scary, basically. It doesn't seem that hard to do it right. You have to just, in the title of your email, put the word advertisement, but at the same time, I get emails all the time from companies in the United States and India, and in India who are trying to pretend to be in the United States. And I mean, no offense, but when I get an email from Robert, and then he calls me and he's like, "No, this is Robert. I am from Boston," and I'm like, "Dude, you're in Delhi." "No, no, not in Delhi. No." "What's the weather like in Boston?" Exactly right. So anyway, okay. It's just so many people misrepresent themselves and misrepresent what they can do. First thing I always tell people is, if you're thinking of working with somebody on the web, especially somebody in web design, search engine optimization, go look at their website. There's a site called WooRank that I use a lot, WOORANK.com. Take the URL of their site, run it through WooRank, see how they score. If they don't score at least a 70, you don't want to work with them because they're not going to do you any good. Maybe your site already scores better than theirs. And, if you're an expert, the least you should do is have your own site up to speed, right? I'll leave you with a quick story. I did something silly, and I was just wondering if if any of you guys did. You can like, share, copy, comment, whatever the hell you want to do, but comment, tell me. And yesterday I did a website analysis for a company, and I sent it to them, and their website scored so badly on so many tests, Google tests, and WooRank and others, that it just like boggled my mind. Like on the Google page speed test, their site scored 0. How can you score 0? Okay, anyway, so I sent them a report and a message, and I said, well, obviously your site was designed by a rank amateur who has done nothing to optimize your site, and the things that they did has actually hurt what was probably a perfectly good WordPress template to start with. You got a 0. I mean, that's like an amateur pretending to build